Left-click on the train button. Here you can train characters by spending character points. Character points can be spent to buy new attributes from the Stats tab or powers from the Powers tab. In order to buy new powers, you'll need to first raise the level of the preceding power. Now visit the database in order to gather information on your foe. Here you can find detailed information on many of the villains, minions, and heroes that Freedom Force has encountered. Click on the Details button to see a full rundown of a selected character. Now, proceed to the next mission by clicking on the Mission Briefing button. Don't forget to save the game first.
Did somebody order Mexican? Weird around here lately, know what I mean? With everything so quiet and all, so many team members off the active roster, not enough bad guys to smack around. I hear Mano was even thinking of sending Sea Urchin to summer camp. You know I was thinking of paying a visit to Shadow at the Patriot Penitentiary. She might be a psychopath, but ay Maria, that she fell out that catsuit.
I am not in the mood for juvenile humor, Diablo. Why don't you take your fiery wit somewhere else?
We all miss that big tin can, Pequita.
You don't understand. How could you?
Attention, Freedom Force! Everyone to the ready room! Everyone to the ready room!
Duty calls.
Now let me get this straight. This pozo comes in off the street and all of a sudden we're headed to Cuba because the government can't do their job?
This bozo happens to be the deputy director of the CIA! How dare you!
Now, Minuteman. I can understand Diablo's reluctance. After all, if I had been the one who put Nuclear Winter and Time Master away, I'd be pretty angry too. But the truth is, Winter's been broken out of mega security by an unknown Confederate, and he's taken Time Master with him. Although Time Master remains in temporal stasis, there's no telling what Winter has planned for him.
And for all we know, they've enlisted Castro and his goons in their assistance. After all, both Winter and that tin-pot dictator take their marching orders straight from Moscow.
I've sent out a global psychic beacon to the inactive Freedom Force members. I fear it will take some time for them to return to active service. For now, the burden lies on us. Be prepped and on board the Freedom Flyer in 10 minutes.
Saddle up, Freedom Force. We're heading to Cuba.
Ay, so much for my dinner date. How will Susie, Carmen, and Maureen ever forgive me?
Here's where you pick your squad for the mission. For this mission, all of your heroes have been chosen for you, so just enter the fray.
By the flying flag of freedom! Some kind of beam has frozen the Freedom Flyer, and I'm trapped in this infernal ice. You'll need to go into action without me until I can free myself.
Freedom Force! Nuclear Winter's goons have infiltrated the base. We tried to counterattack, but he froze after the division with some kind of freezing machine. We're completely pinned down.
There's no time to waste, team. You've got to find the source of that beam and take it out. I'll monitor your progress from here.
Сзади такой сидит. Нет, я
Heads up,
здесь ни при
team.
чем.
Looks like there's a flotilla of Russian bombers inbound.
Так.
U.S. fighters are scrambling to respond, but some are bound to get through. Keep your heads down.
Самая лучшая команда.
Capitalists! I wait.
Нет. Я не помню. Это вроде. Понятно. Ближняя атака в мужичок, ошеломляющего противника. Мощно, но медленно. Ну. Психоповреждение пусть будет. Так, ты... Хер знает.
Here it comes.
Up the heat.
Our foes impinge upon my perception.
Подождите, у нас есть огненный мужик. Почему он не может разморозить?
You can also shift-click to add or remove characters. Some enemies are vulnerable or resistant to... Result bubbles can give you more information about your target. A dark gray result bubble means they are resistant to your attacks, while a gold bubble means they are vulnerable.
Americansis.
Американцы.
And here's something. Peaches and cream.
Guy coming up. Soup's on.
Take this. By the goddess.
Так. Сохраняем игру, потому что она вылетает в конце миссии, может. Точнее, может вылететь. Так, здоровье здесь. Играю в первую часть, я понял, что надо все оставлять. Так, и Диабло. Один из лучших вообще. Ну, я же нажал.
Some objects, like these crates and barrels, are explosive. Throwing these at enemies can be very effective. Don't be too close when they detonate.
Игра вылетела.
Ready to rumble?
Yes?
See, amigo?
Some objects, like these crates and barrels, are explosive. Throwing these at enemies can be very effective. Don't be too close. Try keeping your flying characters in the air and using ranged attacks. Some enemies may not be able to retaliate against them.
Еще раз сохранимся. На всякий
What's
случай.
up, heroes?
Mentor's instinct dominance can enrage enemies, making them attack friends or foes. Hold down the control key to overpower an attack. Overpowered attacks do more damage and are harder to resist, but use more energy than a standard attack.
For the motherland!
What is it?
I
Here it
you
comes.
are an open book to me.
Okay.
I am no longer a
Here it comes.
I am ready to serve. For the motherland!
Ah, now I feel good.
I am no longer afflicted. Lights of Reich! I fall for the people!
Turning up the heat.
Moons Wings of Reich!
This running
Some
dog.
attention, sugar?
For Comrade Winter.
Ready to rumble. Fried bad guy coming up.
I'm ready to serve. Wings
I'm
of
done
Reich!
playing nice.
Taking
This
fire.
running
Good guy.
dog. Feel the frosty chill of your doom.
I feel good.
Feeling better. And
Your
here's some
evil
for you.
is unwanted here.
Forgive me.
I can't do
Wings of
that.
Reich!
See, amigo?
For Comrade Winter.
Turning up the heat.
Comrades.
Так,
Trouble.
сейчас. А, хотя нет, сейчас. Пусть они остаются
I'm ready to serve.
What is it?
Mentor's instinct dominance can enrage enemies, making them attack friends or foes at random. Try using it on the group of enemies ahead.
Old Nuki looks like he's picked up a few new tricks. Now he's making goons right out of the snow.
Take out as many of those frozen fiends as you can. Here come the good guys. Our fighters should take out those bombers in short order. Stars and bars! That freeze ray is taking out our jets! If you don't stop it soon, our flyboys and this entire base will be lost to nuclear winter!
That takes care of them. Thanks, Freedom Force. Now we can go after that freeze ray.
Now we're cooking Diablo style.
We must destroy that freeze ray. With it gone, the American fighters will be able to stop these bombers.
Turning up the heat. Turning up the heat.
I'm done playing nice. By the clocks.
Taking action against a relentless
Turning
foe.
up the heat.
Так. Опа-на. Неплохой бонус. Окей, никого нет. И подбираем.
Wings of Rexor! That ray must be destroyed!
Come on, men. Let's get him.
Turning up the heat.
Comrade Winter.
You hate freedom.
Wings of Rexor!
I am an army of one.
Turning up
Peaches and
the
cream.
enough for you.
I am an army of one. Hate freedom. You're going down.
We should not allow
Here's
these
some for you.
miscreants to proceed unchecked.
Here it comes.
I have
I'm
recovered
done playing
We're returning
nice.
fire.
and body.
What is
You're
it?
going down.
Point me to our foe.
covered, sir. One more push and we can take out that freeze ray. I am an army of one. You're going down, America.
Turning up the heat.
Nuclear winter! Lights of Reich!
Soup's on.
We're returning fire, sir. Shoot to kill.
Diablo time.
Все очень плохо.
Soup's on. Diablo listo.
Че было лиsto?
Should not allow these miscreants to proceed unchecked.
No more. I will talk. You did it. Now the U.S. flyboy should be able to drive off the bombers.
Time for a little conversation with the freeze-dried flunky.
I will not talk to you, you capitalist fool. The domain is not a capitalist society. In fact, its powers rest with a charismatic dictator known as Lord Dominion, who...
Mentor.
Oh yes, well, one as weak-minded as you need not wish to tell me what I need to know. But tell me you shall. Ah yes, apparently their leader is one known locally as La Roja.
That means the red one.
Yes, Diablo. I speak 834 languages, of which Earth Spanish is one. This Red's base of operations is about 50 miles inland from here. It should be easy to...
Enough of your parlor tricks, you alien fool. Now I shall use your own pathetic powers to destroy you.
Mentor! Mentor, what's wrong?
Mentor.
If you want to make the game easier or harder, you can adjust the difficulty from the options screen.
Иди в жопу, я всех вынес. Окей.